Jimmy Johnson has caught Kurt Busch for 4th.
The crew chiefs tell us they can make it. I'm sure they've told the drivers they can make it. But can they make it the rest? Look at this 48 car go through the corner.
On the outside.
Wow.
That's strong, really good run there.
Well, that answers any question with an exclamation point at the end of the day about the outside lane and how much better this track is going to get as it goes on. Kevin Harvick across the line. 8 laps to go, Bill Weber.
Alan, it's been an amazing run for Harvick. RCR moving their shop across the street, adding a 3rd team, the frustration level. I asked him yesterday, with all that going on, if he thought he could win today.
We're caught up in the shop, and everybody's, you know, kind of settled down into their spots, and everything's communicating well, and everything's going real good. So we're just we're trying to just get ourselves and set our goals at top 15s, and then get ourselves in top 10s and then the top 5s. And once you get yourself where you can run in the top 10 and the top 5 every week, the wins will come.
He talked about how last year his win here validated his earlier win at Atlanta. This week, Richard Childress Racing will hold an open house at their new shop in Welcome, North Carolina. It could also be a victory celebration party. We'll have to wait and see, you guys.
I'll tell you what, Jeff Gordon is trying.
Good job getting in over there that time, man. Good job.
He is making such a late entry into the corner. It's unbelievable. Trying to keep that car from pushing in the corner. Watch how late he enters and tries to bring it down to the white line as he comes off turn 2.
For Kevin Harvick, 2002 has been a season of controversy, a season of struggles on the racetrack. His problems with NASCAR culminating at Martinsville earlier in the spring with a 1-race suspension when he was sat out of his race car after an altercation in a NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race the day before. He was suspended for the Martinsville race. The team wasn't performing. Only 2 top 10 finishes this whole season. And through it all, the persistent questions about why. There's his wife Delana looking on. It's getting close to nerve time, isn't it?
This could be big for
not close to nerve time. It's past that.
It's past that, yep.
Yeah.
This could be big for the entire team. Not only for Kevin Harvick, but the entire Richard Childress organization.
Yeah, good weekend for him.
Yeah.
Johnny Sauter winning the Busch race yesterday.
Yeah, Richard Childress' teams as a whole have struggled this whole season.
Yeah.
And again, the constant questions why.
BP, I don't think he's got enough, the 24 car. He's running some great laps, but catching them and passing them is another thing, too.
He's running. Jeff Gordon, the 24 car, is running some great laps, but so is Kevin Harvick. He's running just as fast as Jeff and as fast as Tony Stewart. That time by, he ran faster than both of them.
Back behind the leaders as we continue to watch them. Ryan Newman just took 6th spot away from Bill Elliott. Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Awesome job over in that corner, man. Awesome job. He's been better.
Dale Jr. no farther forward than 10th. So it's going to come down to Harvick. Will the fuel hold up? Will he slip enough for Gordon to catch him and try and pass him?
Give me 2 more laps just like this.
That's Bob Jeffrey, the spotter. You've heard his voice for many, many years. He's the spotter for Dale Jarrett. He's now spotted for Harvick and urging his driver on. Great corner, he said. Attaboy, keep it going.
They'll come to the... They'll come to the white flag this time. Kevin Harvick started well back in the field. 32nd place, he took the green flag.
I think the cat's out of the bag. We know his nickname now, BP. It's Cupcakes.
Harvick was on no one's lip as a pre-race favorite to win this thing. This is certainly a surprise.
He was on his list.
Yeah, that's true, Bill. We heard from him there a minute ago. But he's come from well deep in the field. The team has played their strategy perfectly. The fuel is going to hold up, and Kevin Harvick is going to come to the start-finish line and take the checkered flag. His 3rd Winston Cup win. He wins the Tropicana 400 for a 2nd straight year.
You guys are the crap, man. Way to go, guys. Awesome job. Great call.
6th place. Kurt Busch holds off Bill Elliott.
There are some happy, happy people.
These teams work long, hard hours preparing these race cars. Their shot at winning on a given Sunday, only 1 in 43. Victory does taste very, very sweet. Kevin Harvick is today's winner. Chevy congratulates Kevin and the number 29 Monte Carlo team. Kevin will tell you the only thing that comes close to Monte Carlo's reputation on the track is its reputation on the street. More champions depend on Chevy. We'll be there.
I feel a burnout coming.
You think? Dave Burns.
That was a great day.
That's it.
And standing by with Gil Martin now. Gil, right here with us. Okay, it's hard to find in the sea of people here. Gil, you said he was hungry. He came home pretty darn satisfied, wouldn't you say?
Oh my gosh, what a dream come true to win a race with this Goodrich car and all the history it has behind it at RCR. It's unbelievable. I mean, everybody's done such a great job in the pits today. Fuel mileage. I can't say enough about our engines, our fab shop, about everybody. About how, I don't know. It's been such a great day. I just don't even know what to say as I'm overcome.
All right, take a look
with us right there and make sure we had plenty of fuel. I know that.
It was great. Take a look at your boys' burnouts there. He's doing them now. That's Gil Martin, crew chief for Kevin.
Ran 67 laps on that last tank of fuel.
Well, there's nothing for your confidence in a win like that, especially after struggling this year like those guys have.
First Winston Cup win of 2002 for the Richard Childress organization. Kevin Harvick has done it today at Chicagoland in the Tropicana 400.
Welcome back to the Chicagoland Speedway in Joliet, Illinois. Only one Winston Cup driver has won both races here. Kevin Harvick, you're supposed to be in victory lane. What happened?
We ran out of gas, man.
Imagine that.
That's timing it perfect, but we'll have to save the good donuts for next time. We got one good one in, but how about this GM Goodrich team and Sonic, Sylvania, Coca-Cola, all the people that help us. Gil Martin made a heck of a call there at the end, and we kind of learned from Johnny Sauter. I want to send my congratulations to Johnny and all those guys yesterday. And
you learned what?
We learned that track position was everything, and today it was everything. And once we got out front, we knew we had a good car, and that's where we needed to stay.
Yesterday you talked about the frustration, the Martinsville incident, the change of crew chiefs, the shift in the shop, but you also said you felt you could win today. Why?
Well, I mean, things have been going good last few weeks, and just haven't had the real finishes to show for it. People in the garage have seen it. I mean, we've seen it. Richard Childress had a lot of faith in me. Fans had a lot of faith in all of us, and you know, I don't know where the rest of them finished, but it was a good day for RCR, good weekend for RCR, and I just can't wait to go celebrate this one.
Low on fuel with Gordon behind you. Were both those factors in your head?
Well, when we were in the middle of the pack there, they kept preaching at me. You don't have to beat the guys in front of you. We know you can beat them, save gas, and Jeff Gordon, the biggest worry I had was on the restart because he's really good on the restarts and he's won a lot of races that way, but we held him off and I just can't stand it, man. Where's victory lane?
Yeah, it's up this way. You know where it is. Congratulations. Matt.
Well, Tony Stewart, what a difference a year make. Last year, 33rd, you spent extra time here in Chicago. Today, you almost won the race.
Yeah, last year I had to go to the hospital because I had a concussion, but you know, I think we had the best race car today. We just had that extra pit stop we had to make. We had a fuel pickup problem or something. I could tell halfway through a fuel run when the fuel pressure was going down. So, you know, these guys, that's probably the best race car I've ever had, or second best car for sure. So everybody at Joe Gibbs Racing, you guys deserve a big pat on the back this week. The motor was strong and the car was really strong too.
Just like Willie Mays, Tony Stewart's going to play too. He's on his way to Kokomo, Indiana for a midget car race tonight. Marty?
Well, Matt, Jeff Gordon finished second. I tell you what, you know, you played the strategy right. You had the fuel mileage down, and they had a second groove here, but you still couldn't get around Kevin Harvick, even when you got to his bumper.
Yeah, there wasn't much of a second groove, but yeah, you know, my groove was on the bottom. My car worked so good on the bottom, and in clean air, you know, we were as good as anybody. But I got a good restart, got up on him, and went into 3, and the car just got such a push behind him that I just couldn't hang with him. I think our cars are pretty equal, but you know, he drove a great race. He drove the line he needed to run, and guys on the DuPont Chevrolet did a great job in the pits all day. Great call there. It was risky, you know, to go the back, but fuel mileage. You know, or just kind of coming in early, making sure you can get there to the end on fuel was the ticket. And we saw that in the Busch race yesterday, worked again today, and we're happy to come home second.
And the risky move paid off with that second place finish. Alan?
All right, Marty, thanks. Let's check the finishing order now from today's Tropicana 400. Kevin Harvick's third career Winston Cup win.
Jimmy Johnson continues his great Night 2002, Ryan Newman, a pole sitter, back in 5th spot.
Nice recovery from that flat tire he had late.
Yes.
Kurt Busch and Johnson from the back up into the top 10.
Mark Martin, second in points, finishes 9th.
Terry Labonte, another solid run, not spectacular, but solid. Lead lap.
Sterling Marlin, the points leader. We see him there in 16th position. Kyle Petty, 1 lap down. Rusty Wallace stayed out there, finished 1 lap down with a bump cylinder for 100 laps.
And some of the guys who failed to finish the Tropicana 400. Joe Nemechek went out late, showed you that. Hud Strickland, some accident damage. Jerry Nadeau had a steering box failure. Michael Waltrip and Stuart Kirby out with engine failures in the mid part of the race. Well, Kevin Harvick is celebrating in victory lane now, but I'll tell you, for a little while, we didn't think he was going to be there. He took an absolutely wild ride down through the tri-oval and up through turns 1 and 2 at lap number 198. Not sure how he kept from crashing this one.
That may be up for your award, BP.
You know what? Kevin Harvick is going to get the Golden Video Award next week.
There you go.
He is the man. How he did that, I'll never know.
Ride him, cowboy. Fought it, and finally got away from him, but by that point he was out of harm's way. Cranked it around the other way, came back on around. Team played a little pit strategy, got him up front, and he did the rest from there. Great job today for Richard Childress Racing and Kevin Harvick as they've won the second running of the Tropicana 400. A lot of lead changes today. 11 leaders, 19 lead changes, 7 caution flags. Little drama at the finish with the championship, too.
Mark Martin eases a little bit closer to Sterling Marlin. Tony Stewart, 5th spot, only 157 back. Rusty moves back to 6th.
And on we go to New Hampshire next weekend. Next weekend, NASCAR Busch Series racing presented by AT&T Wireless will lead us off from St. Louis at 8 Eastern Time Saturday night on TNT. Wally and I will be there for that one. Then we'll see you Sunday with the New England 300 presented by Stacker 2. That on TNT also, with coverage beginning at 1:30 Eastern with the Discover Card Countdown to Green. Tonight at 7, 6 Central, it's an all-new Dateline NBC, followed by Weakest Link, then back-to-back dramas Law and Order, Criminal Intent, and Crime and Punishment. That's tonight on NBC. 75,000 saw a great race under great weather today. All those lead changes, a lot of pit strategy. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s crew choosing the 4 tires at the end, caught him back in traffic. Kevin Harvick's team played all their cards right, though. He's won the Tropicana 400 today at Chicagoland Speedway.